Welcome back to the channel. I've just had two new arrivals come in the day. I just thought I would do a quick walk around. First one, this little beauty, Toyota Corolla 2001. I had my eye on this car a few months ago and I've eventually getting the chance to buy it. An old fella's owned this car from brand new. It's only got 41,000 miles. And after a good wash, I'm not joking you, this car is like it's just come out the factory. It's been garaged from new, never been left outside in the winter. Still has the original plates on. The original place where it was sold, all the original stickers. Even that exhaust there is an original Toyota one. I will get some footage of it underneath. I have had it on the lift previously. But I'm showing you as this is again, so it is dirty at the moment. But I will get it all washed up with the snow foam and all that. I mean, look at them drums at the back. 2001 car. My 2019 Mitsubishi drums were in worse condition than that, with 6,000 miles on the clock. All new tyres. It's the I'm not that clued up on these model of Toyotas, but it's the very first of them with the VVT-I engine in, which means it's got the slightly different headlamps on the front, as the other ones have the circular lights. I personally prefer this front end to the older shaped one. Again, optional factory fitted extras. It's got the, obviously these are glass headlights so they don't fade, but it's got the covers over the top. Nice original plates. I certainly won't be changing them ones. And there's not a mark on this car. Let's go inside that. Actually no, hold on, we'll do the under the bonnet. As I've mentioned, it's got the very first, I'll just put the bonnet stop up if you bear with us. It's got the very first of the new generation VVT-I, basically like it's like a variable valve system on the variable valve timing. But again, these engines, you don't have a timing belt to worry about, or a timing chain. But just have a look around here at some of this stuff. If anybody's in the know, they'll know what I'm talking about. Like, look at that alternator there. You think that was brand new? Yeah, it's the original Toyota one. These crash bars, bonnet slam pans, it's absolutely no rust at all. The air conditioning condenser down there still works. The air conditioning ice cold. It is in perfect condition. Original Toyota radiator. We'll sweep across back to the bulkhead. Look at that. You'd think this thing had just left the factory. Look at that. The brake servo and that, perfect. All these brake lines, they're normally bubbling up and rusty on 2 and 3 year old cars. Look at that, all the way down there. I think you might even be able to see the subframe somewhere. It's had a new fuel filter fitted down there as well. Look at all these strut tops. I'll go to this side where there's no sun. Look at that. Inside the bonnet, look at that. And I'm not joking you, this car's like this underneath as well. I mean, normally these are full of black and dirt, and this has not been jet washed or prepped or nothing. Look at that air conditioning pump down there. Immaculate. New battery on it. We'll move around to the interior. This is the best bit. Start at the back. Wait, no, we'll do the driver's seat. Look at that. It is immaculate. This is why I like to do this on this channel. Finding cars like this, they're not really worth a lot of money. If this had a Vauxhall or a Ford sticker on it and it was in this kind of condition, it would probably be worth a lot more. But I just love to find a car like this, which is what, 19 years old, and you think that I just left the factory. Still smells like new inside as well. I'll just push your seat back a bit. I mean, look at that interior there. We'll jump in and look at this inside here. 41,000 miles. Look at the steering wheel. Not a mark on it. Window switches, like new. Gear stick. You can tell that's done 41,000 miles. Normally these are shiny and all worn out. This car honestly drives. I remember I went and got a Y-Reg Nissan Toyota Yaris, brand new, back in 2001 on a Y-Reg with my parents. It was my mum's car, and this smells and feels and everything just like a new Toyota did back in the day. You know, even down here, the armrests, the handbrake, it's not full of black and marks. I mean, look at this service history here. Full Toyota service history. Then it's got the same garage where the old fella used to take it. And then to the next page, right up to 2019, but I know it was serviced in 2020 when the car was bought. That stamp, I'll have to try and get that pull in the book. There's the V5. I'm not going to show you none of the codes or nothing on it, but one registered keeper. It's got all the original handbooks, spare key. I don't even know what this key's for here. No idea. I need to find out that. You know, we'll turn it on. It's got all your multi-function computer in there. You know, good for back in the day. Temperature, radio. As I've mentioned, yeah, con works freezing cold. Not many Y-Reg cars, especially Japanese cars, you will get with that. So this is just, I'm not going to go too much into depth about the interior or anything like that, or what it is and things like that, but we'll move around now. We'll move around now to the next car. Actually, I'll do this on another video in case the sound hasn't been recording on this one. Hello and welcome back to the channel. I just thought I would show you this car. I mean, I've done a deal. I'm basically getting these two cars as part of a deal that I've done with one of my friends. Unfortunately, I think I'm probably going to have to move this car on because I don't have space to have two cars plus the ML. Yeah, I just don't have the space for it. But if anybody's interested in this, it's a really tidy car for a 2002 Zafira. And these are a fantastic car. They're based on the Astra G, a chassis underneath, one of my favourites. Easy to work on. Suspension components are so simple and cheap to work on. This is just a 1.6, so you know they're no speed machine, but it's getting the car around for 18 years, no problem. I do personally prefer the diesel ones, but these are again much more easy to work on. So I'm probably just going to tidy this car up and stick it up for sale to try and recoup some money back to put towards the Toyota. But we'll have a quick look inside. That's the best part of these cars. They're nothing fancy to look at on the outside, but the inside's so versatile. So you've got your standard 2 seats, which is very tidy for 2002 car. So they're built-in Parrot Bluetooth system, as well as an aftermarket CD player, aircon. It's just the front electric windows. It's just the club spec, which is better than the life spec and whatever. It's just like a mid-range one. But these are great, functional 7-seater vehicle. Obviously they're pushed right forward because I've been messing around with the seats. So it's a full 7-seater. There's one seat folded down, and the other seat, if I can get in here, it's folded up. You've got 3-point seat belts in the back, or you can fold them flat into the floor within seconds, and it's got a load cover. And then you've got an estate-sized car. But these seats are really nice in this spec. I've never seen these before. They're really tidy with the armrest as well. That's the partial shelf and the luggage cover. As you can see, when the seats are down, easy as this, you just push this button down here, lift the handle at the bottom, they go up, and there you go, flat down into the floor. An estate car, and that goes over to mask all like the holes. And it's also, which not many of them have, has got your parcel shelf cover which clips in, and you can pull it back, and you've got a nice kind of load area. Like you can use it just like a standard 5-door family hatchback. There's not any rust on it anywhere. I've had it up on the lift, it seems fine. I'm really happy with it actually. Original Zafira mats, it needs a bit of a valet, but certainly not nowhere near as bad as what that Mercedes was when we got it. I'll just open the bonnet. There you go, just your standard 1.6 Ecotec, which you'll see in all the Vauxhalls of the time. Again, very tidy. Nice car to drive. There's nothing really a great deal to speak about under here. It's your 1600 16 valve. I think that